So we're going to do a walk around inspection, show you lights, startup, and a test drive of this beautifully restored 1966 Chevy 2 Super Sport. It is a true Super Sport, and it is a true original V8 powered Super Sport, as you could still get a 6-cylinder in 1966 in the Super Sport. This car has been very well maintained since its restoration, I think about 10 years ago.
Something like that.
But
maybe a little less.
Maybe a little bit less, but beautifully maintained. Multiple car show winner, best of show winner, and you'll see why as we go around the car, especially when we get into the deep details. The nicely detailed interior, the engine compartment, that's unbelievable. And then even the trunk is set up for show. So we'll start going around the car and show you if there is any flaws on the car. We'll start with this fender here. The driver's side front fender, that blue metallic paint is in excellent condition. And throughout the car, the paint's in excellent condition. The metallic is very even, which we all know that's not really easy when you're painting, but this car, the paint is definitely a professional quality paint job with virtually no orange peels. You can see our reflections there, almost a mirror finish. So the paint is in excellent condition. So this fender, going over it, not seeing any flaws to note. Of course, you see we got polished chrome, the Krager Super Sports, wrapped in BF Goodrich radial TAs. That wheel is in excellent condition. Coming around the front bumper's in excellent condition. The front grille, excellent condition. The hood spear appears that it could be original to the car. It is showing a little bit of age, but still in very good condition. Across the hood, excellent condition. The headlight surrounds are both in excellent condition. Come around to the side, passenger side fender, excellent condition again. You can see Tyler looking away. This wheel is also in excellent condition. Across this side of the windshield, no stone chips. The stainless trim around the windshield's in very good condition. There is a slight crack in the paint here and a couple up here. The car is pushing quite a bit more horsepower than stock. It is powered by a 327. We'll get into that a little bit more. But if you're going to drive the car hard, you would definitely want to do some frame tying, stiffen this car up a little bit. But it was built more for show than for drag racing, though it could drag race. This door is in excellent condition. The door handle appears that it could be possibly original. It's got a little bit of wear to it. Doors open and close beautifully. The interior is in excellent condition. See that door panel? Excellent condition. All seats have been recovered. Nice leather, fresh black, rich black carpet. The dash, no issues with the dash, no cracking, no fading. The headliner is definitely new, in excellent condition. Come across the roof. The roof is in excellent condition. No major flaws to discuss. Even the wheel well moldings are in very good condition.
slight crack.
Yeah, a little slight crack in the paint. A couple little pits in the lower rocker molding. And there's a couple small pits in this lower rocker molding. Super Sport badge. Tyler, you can go around that trunk. Show them the trunk.
Trunk molding does have a little bit of age to it. Could be original to the car. Rear bumper's in excellent condition.
Now we'll open up this trunk. And you'll see the trunk is very nicely detailed.
And one of the switches that I toggled in the glove compartment do activate lights back here. So it does present pretty awesome for shows.
And a little nicely added touch in the trunk here is this plexiglass covered display. It's got some period correct items in there, and just a neat little addition for the car shows. And that box just lifts right out of the trunk, so it can be removed easily. I'm sure you went over the... Yep. Coming around this quarter panel, down along the bottom of this quarter trim, there's some scratches in that trim. They're down low though, you have to almost lay down to see them. This quarter's in excellent condition. Same with this wheel. I'll look close for any flaws. I know that there is one slight bubbling in the paint here. It's like maybe a contaminant under the paint, but very, very minor. Across the roof's in excellent condition. The driver's door is in excellent condition. Now when opening these doors, they open and close beautifully. And something that I forgot to mention on the passenger door, there is just a little bit of filler right in the bottom of the corners of these doors, but the majority of the door is very clean. It's just right at the corners. And it might even be just some sealant. But the driver's side, of course, is in excellent condition, just like the passenger side and the interior. You see the nice addition, the aftermarket stereo and some gauges, tachometer.
You got a toggle for fan and for the electric cutouts.
Yeah, electric cutouts. So we come around the front of the car. On this pillar, we have a couple very minor cracks in the paint again. We come to the front. This is a car that when you're showing it, you definitely want to leave the hood open, because the amount of detail under the hood, I mean, it's almost completely absent of dust. Everything's painted or chromed or polished, including the dual 600 Edelbrock carburetors. Now I'll go start it up. Show you lights work. I'll grab the other camera, go for a test drive. Seatbelts on. And I was saying something to Tyler earlier. Well, we're going to go on a test drive of that beautiful 1966 Chevy 2 Super Sport.
Yep.
But I was saying something earlier to Tyler. This has got to be the easiest dual quad setup starting car I have ever driven.
Absolutely.
So our speedometer is inoperable, so I'm using a digital GPS speedometer.
The car does have a Kevlar clutch, so slipping the clutch is not something easily done. So when you're on an incline or something, you have to make sure that you keep the RPMs up, or else you will stall the car. I mean, the drivetrain on this car is extremely tight. She wants to go. And it's very understandable since there are very few miles on this car. I believe the owner told me there were around 100 hours on this drivetrain since the restoration. This car was built to show, but still is a great driving example of a 1966 Chevy 2 Super Sport.
Yeah, I mean, the car is definitely built and detailed out for show, as you'll see in the pictures and in the video. Absolutely stunning car. There's no questions of why this car won the amount of awards that it's won.
Absolutely.
And multiple Best of Show winner.
I mean, the owner had boxes of trophies for this car.
Yeah. So, but it is still very drivable if you wanted to drive the car.
Absolutely. Now, it does have a pretty stout rear end. It is packing about 410 or 411 gears in the rear end. So that 4-speed does kind of wind out. But still shifts through the gears just like it should with the Hurst short throw shifter. And it's got plenty of power.
Oh yeah, the torque and horsepower in this car is not lacking at all.
No, not at all.
So we're doing 55 miles per hour, very comfortable. The car drives straight. It's really just a kiss over 3,000 RPMs. So not horrible at 55.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but if you're looking to do some highway driving, she would probably start to scream a little bit, probably that 4,000 RPM range.
Yeah.
But all of our accessory gauges do work. Our temp gauge is working well. She's keeping cool below 190 degrees. Voltmeter is working. It's charging right now. And the oil pressure gauge works. The only thing we know that doesn't work is the clock and the speedo right now.
Yeah, the fuel gauge appears to be working. The stereo, which has been heavily upgraded.
The shaft and stereo works.
Yeah, and I really don't know how to function it completely.
Yeah.
I know how to turn it on, but I mean, there's with the subwoofers in the back.
Well, I think those might even be hooked up to the secondary stereo in the glove box. But yeah, great running driving car.
Yeah.
Pretty stock suspension wise and chassis wise. So like we said in the walk around, if you're planning on doing a lot of driving and actually pushing this V8 as much as it could, I would definitely recommend tying that frame, give it a little bit more structure. These Chevy 2s with a lot of horsepower were known to flex a little bit. And you'll get those cracks in the paint and your pillars. So if you're just getting those to start right now, you probably want to prevent that if you're planning on driving the car. But otherwise, I mean, this car is show ready. The interior is gorgeous with that nice custom leather interior.
Yeah.
Under the hood is amazing. I mean, it's chromed out. It shows beautiful, almost absent of dust. Everything is chrome. Just a very presentable engine compartment. And the trunk compartment even is just show quality. I mean, everything about this car screams show quality.
Yeah.
Take it, win best of show. I mean, great sound system in the car. The interior's lit up, nice under dash lights. So the interior lights up, the trunk lights up. I mean, and if you want to, it does have the electric cutouts. So if you want to have an even more aggressive exhaust note, I mean, as that opens up right now, I don't know if we're going to hear much more in the engine, in the interior.
Yeah, you can't really tell while you're driving, but
title into the show, those cutouts on you're gonna make definitely draw some attention, and that's what this car does.
Awesome sound.
Yeah, it does. Sounds healthy. It smells great. I mean, the car is running right now off of 110, and that high octane alcohol smell is it's intoxicating.
But it is tuned to still run off of
gas. Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, if you're looking for a show quality 66 Chevy 2 Super Sport,
And it's a true Super Sport.
Yeah, it's a true 118, so it's a Chevy V8 powered Chevy 2 Super Sport. It's the real deal. If you're looking for one that's show quality, you know, it's got lots of horsepower to spare.
Yeah. This is it. This car checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely take a very close look at this extremely nice show quality 66 Chevy 2. Definitely a rock solid example of a Chevy 2 Super Sport.
It sure is. Check it out. Rock Solid Motorsport.